All right, so let's continue with another example. In the previous example, I forgot to show you that the example or the application will be stored in a folder called app1, exactly as the same name of the project. If you open this, you will find a lot of files. So all the files are important. If you want to submit this or to send it, you have to create a compressed file like this. Uh, Send to compressed file, and you can share this. If you want to use it somewhere else, then you have to uncompress it and use it. Anyways, let's start with another application. In this application, we will write or we will develop an application that receives two numbers from the users and find the addition, subtraction, multiplication, etc., according to the request. So I'll create a new project again. Okay, we'll go to find what kind of project. It's Windows Form Control Library. No. Yeah, Windows Form application. Then next, I will call it simple calculator. Again, select the folder where you are going to store it. I'll select the same folder that we created previously and create. Very good. So uh, let's go to the Solution Explorer. And of course, we have this form. Okay. Before we proceed, let's see the folder. Now you have in this folder, you will find a new folder called calculator, and you have calculator solution and calculator folder that includes the necessary files. That's it. You can compress it and share it with others. Okay, so simply we will create a calculator that receives two numbers. So I'll go to Toolbox. I will be, or I'll use label. Okay, so this is the first label. From the properties, I'll change the text, enter the first number. Okay, and also I can change the name of the label. I'll call it lblN1, stands for label, the first number. Again, you can drag and drop another one, and in the same way here, go to properties. I'll call it lblN2. The text will be enter the second number. Okay, I'll just update this a little bit. Colon also. All right. Now, what are we going to use to enter the data? We'll use text box. So I'll search for textbooks. This is the first textbooks. Okay, just align them very well. Another text. Let me just change the properties of this textbooks. I'm sure you know now what properties we need to change. First of all, change the name txt n1, the first number, and also you can drag and drop another textbook, or just copy Control C and Control V, paste the textbooks, or right click copy and paste. Okay, so this is the second textbooks. Let's just align it, and all right. I'll change the properties to be, the name will be txtn2, txtn2, and that's it. All right. Now I need a button, but button here. Of course, I can change the properties also. This is for addition. Then I call it btn add, and the text will be simply plus. I think also we need to increase the size of the font. Yes, this is the font. Instead of 9, make it 14. Yeah. And finally, I need another label to print the result. Label 1, sorry, a new label, properties. I'll call it, this is, let's just use it to print the result is, no need to change the name. The result is, and another label to print the result. This is the last label that we are going to use here now. We'll call it lbl result. So I'll go to properties, text, no need for the text, and here also, or I'll call it lbl res result. Perfect. So now everything is ready. Of course, later we will add the rest of the operations, but let's start it now. Start with the addition operation. I think also it's a good idea if we increase the size of the font here of the result. So I'll change it to 14 from here. Okay. Now to add the code, double click on the plus, or on the button. This is what we will get. I don't need the tools anymore. So to find or to write the code, what's required from us here is to read the contents of the first textbooks and read the contents of the second textbooks and add them together and print them to the label. So here in Visual Basic, you have to declare the variable before using them. So dm n1 as double, yeah, as double, dim n2 as double also. Why double? Because you can use integer, it's okay. But in multiplication, addition, and other operations, you need double. Dimr as also double, and now n1 is equal to txt n1 dot text n2 is equal to txt n2 dot text, and r is equal to n1 plus n2. So we did exactly what's required. Now the last step is to print the result to the form. So remember the name of, let's just check the name of the form here. This is the form that we are going to use to print the result. The name was, okay, only this one. Yeah, lblRes. All right, so let's go back to the code. So lblRes result is equal to r dot to string. Why to string? Because the text on the label is a string, and we have to convert the number into a string. Yeah. Why this is an error? An error, go ahead and well, let's see if we have any errors. Okay. No. I'm sorry. Label result dot text. Yeah. This was the error. All right. So this is the simple calculator. Let's 40 use numbers like 45 plus 2 and use plus, so the result is 47. 45 plus 2.56, for example, because it's double, then it's 47.56. Now we can add more operations here. Okay. No problem. Okay. Uh, if we want to add multiplication, for example, then just select this, copy it, Control C, and paste it here. Change the properties. Let's go to properties. I'll change the button name to lblMul multiplication, and I'll change the sign also. You can use asterisks or just simple X. Okay, and of course we will change the code. Double click here. See, you can copy the same code from the previous function and put it here, but instead of plus we will use asterisk for multiplication. So I run it. This is what we got. Let's say 12.5. Okay, and 3 the second number. The addition is 15.5. The multiplication is 37.5. Now I'll leave the rest of the operations to you, that you can uh, add more buttons. Okay, also Control C. You can copy it again and paste it. Okay, this is another operation. Paste another one. Then the rest of the is division and subtraction. So here you need to change the name to lblSub for subtraction and change the sign here to be minus. That's perfect. And finally, the last button, properties, I'll change the name to lbl div for division. And I'll change the sign here to become slash. All right, again, double click here on the button. You can copy and paste the same thing, only change the operation. So here, subtraction, then instead of multiplication, we will be having minus. Go back to the design. The last one is the division. And also here, instead of asterisk, we use slash for division. And that's it. Still, we need to add some more buttons like C and I mean clear and clear all. So here, if I put 23 and here, let's say 14, the addition will be 37, the multiplication will be 322, the subtraction is 9, the division is 1.64, etc. Okay, the last thing that we are going to do here is just to add the clear button. Okay. Again, I'll just close this and reopen it again. You don't need to close it and reopen it again every time. This is just because of the display features of my computer. So that's why. Now, I will add another two buttons. The first one is C, which stands for clear. Go to properties, btn C, and here I will add the text should be C. The function of this button is to delete the contents of the second box only. Still, I have Control C and Control V, clear all or clear everything. So I'll go to properties. I'll change the name to be btn CE, and the text also will be CE. The color, it's a good idea if we change the color to be red. Yeah. Okay. Now, to add the function, if we are talking about the C to clear only the second text box, and remember the name of the text box, the second text box is txtn2. So here, txtn2 dot text is equal to what? Either to use nothing or empty quotation. Okay, that's it. Let's add the second part, this clear all here. Here, txt n1, because I want to clear everything. The text equals nothing, and txt n2 dot text equals also a blank quotation, and finally lbl result dot text is equal to nothing also. So let's run it and see what will happen. Perfect. So suppose that I'm using 12 point, I enter 12.4, then the second number is 34. I can now find the result. If I want to delete the second here, I can use C only. So C will delete the second number. I can change the second number, and okay. What if I want to delete everything, to clear everything? Then I can use the CE, so everything has been deleted. And this is the very basic calculator as an application that you are going to develop now. And it, it can be used in some way or another, but however, we need to do or to perform some more operations. We need to add some more functionality to it. Next program will discuss this. Thank you very much. Take care.